other agencies, so that you're kind of doing reviews concurrently rather than sequentially, right? I get my review document on my desk, and it takes me 6 months to review, and then I pass it to the next agency, and they take 6 months. Before you know it, it's a 6-year process just to review some environmental aspect of a project. So now they're trying to do it more sequentially, all at once, together, collaboratively, and hopefully that'll speed things up. And then, the Army Corps of Engineers just has to evaluate what the potential environmental impact would be, and if sometimes they require, a great deal, some mitigation, building some swampland somewhere, or have to do something else to protect the coral reefs in certain locations. So it just depends, but and then that can raise the cost, and then they have to decide as a government whether there's what the cost benefit is. Is it too costly for the taxpayer, or can we go ahead? Is the economic benefit worth those mitigation efforts?
And let me ask you this: the longer we delay these projects, does that throw us back even further, with the possibility of losing our standing as the world's economic superpower, so to speak? Does that knock us back a bit?
Well, there's a great deal of talk and concern about that. From the shippers, businesses around the country, economists, and, just generally in the business community. I mean, there's a sense that we're kind of losing our leadership, or losing, competitive position as an exporter, especially a lot of the agriculture shippers and others. There's low margin businesses, and, we have lots of competitors in Brazil and other parts of the world. And, right now, the price is pretty much the same, but we can get it there cheaper because we can put things on barge down the Mississippi River and get it to New Orleans or some other port, and get it cheaply to Asia or wherever it's going. We've got an advantage, but if these other countries build up their port systems or their road systems better, and we're lagging and have a lot of delays, congestion, breakdowns of the locks and dams on the Mississippi River, then, the cost goes up and our products become less competitive. So, and, so there's a lot of angst, regarding our highway system, or rails, or airports. The whole infrastructure is just generally, neglected for the most part, and we've not kept up the pace to keep up with population growth and trade growth.
Let's find out what it's going to do as far as the labor front is concerned. Drivers, again, on the line with me, I've got a brand new voice, Eric Coolish. He's the Trade and Transportation Editor for American Shipper Magazine. First, so let's get an update on what's happening with the weather. Sirius XM road dog trucking weather now in the south. The majority of the region is going to be dry and very pleasant right on through the end of the week. Scattered showers, thunderstorm activity is going to be possible along a cold front in western and north central Texas and western and central Oklahoma. Wednesday and Wednesday night. South Florida is the area that may have some inclement weather through the end of the week. Low pressure organizing in the southern Gulf, moving across the Yucatan, and that's going to be traveling right across Cuba, maybe hitting South Florida by late Thursday and Friday. Or with the weather on my Facebook page, Sirius XM Road Dog Trucking News. Back in a few minutes with more with American Shipper Magazine on the Sirius XM Road Dog.